Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a completely crazy development in the world of cryptocurrency, something that few anticipated. The banking sector, which is generally regarded as being cautious, has made a huge leap into the world of XRP. It has been claimed that banks and other financial organizations have purchased more than $11 billion, 0 cents worth of XRP Ripple coins. Yes, you heard correctly. It's the most optimistic signal we've seen in this asset's history, and it's true and verified. Now, industry experts are forecasting that XRP may rise above 1,000 and even higher. Although it may seem improbable, you will see why so many people are delighted once the facts are presented. Let's start by examining the changes that XRP's experienced. XRP was seen as a dangerous asset not long ago. While other cryptocurrencies rose, it was kept out of the spotlight by its ongoing legal spat with the SEC. We are living through a renaissance in the present day. One of the most esteemed assets in institutional finance today is XRP. A recent report from the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision states that XRP is currently one of the cryptocurrency assets that international institutions hold the most of. A total of $10,270,000,000 0 cents in crypto exposure was revealed by 19 banks, and XRP accounted for about $25 million, 0 cents or 2% of that total. In terms of institutional holdings, that places XRP only behind Ethereum and Bitcoin. XRP is becoming more than simply a speculative cryptocurrency. It is becoming an infrastructural asset. When this news broke, the cryptocurrency community went crazy. The XRP community was excited when prominent advocate Jack the Rippler shared the story on X, formerly Twitter. He pointed out that XRP's position as one of the top institutional holdings is unmistakable evidence of its long-term value. With a combined 53% of institutional exposure, Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to lead the market, but XRP's gradual ascent is drawing notice due to its practical uses in lending, payments, and decentralized finance rather than hype. 3 different businesses revealed plans to include XRP into their main initiatives in a single day as part of its preparations to introduce a blockchain-based lending platform that would enable New York City listed companies to borrow XRP in the third quarter of 2025. Alt Capital Group, a subsidiary of Hyperscale Data, announced plans to purchase $10 million 0 cents in XRP before the end of the year. The adoption of XRP in enterprise-grade decentralized finance infrastructure designed for publicly traded companies represents a significant milestone. Vivo Power International, listed on the NASDAQ, comes next. With the support of an incredible $122 million 0 cents in private finance driven by Saudi monarchy, notably Prince Abdulaziz bin Turki Al Saud, this company announced a significant shift into an XRP-focused business. A sizable portion of that money is set aside for XRP purchases, with the remaining portion going towards supporting growth within the DeFi ecosystem of the XRP ledger. Next up is Weber International, which announced a $300 million 0 cents non-equity financing round to build a strategic XRP reserve to support its international payments infrastructure, clearly demonstrating that this is not an isolated pattern. This occurred just hours following Vivo Power's announcement. Adoption of XRP is experiencing tremendous momentum and is speeding up. Walletix Health has discreetly obtained a $50 million 0 cents credit facility to start its own XRP reserve even before these trio made headlines. These actions show that XRP has been widely accepted as a mainstream financial tool rather than as a speculative asset. It is the perfect solution for cross-border settlements and blockchain-based financial services because of its scalability, minimal fees, and lightning-fast transaction speed. Not to mention who is initiating these actions. These aren't influencers or individual investors attempting to promote a coin. These include public corporations, banks, and even funds backed by royalties. In addition to overcoming its prior legal issues, XRP is redefining its position within the changing financial landscape. Many analysts believe that this is only the start of a much bigger change. Social internet is buzzing with anticipation. It is referred to as the tipping moment by analysts. There are many that forecast $13 0 cents, $112 0 cents per coin, 0%. One of the strongest technical signals we've seen has been identified by cryptocurrency expert Steph Crypto. The weekly trend ribbon, a technical pattern that usually heralds significant upward advances, has been broken above by XRP. The last time this occurred, there was a 500% rise in November 2024. Another parabolic surge for XRP might be in store if history repeats itself. T forecasts a 20-50 times rally based on technical data and market sentiment, placing XRP between $45 $112.0 to $112.50. That would break every previous record high. It's not just technicalities though. The use of social media is booming. All cylinders are firing for the XRP army, while the XRP Avengers are setting $1,000 price targets. Influencers like King XRP assert that they will see $500 dollar level cents. What was impossible now appears doable. Nor are these projections without merit. Their foundations include a strong network effect, enterprise adoption, institutional purchasing, regulatory clarity, and a wave of advancements. Critics frequently point to market capitalization constraints to support their claim that XRP's enormous supply would keep it from rising to these high values. However, seasoned experts are resisting. Market capitalization is not a ceiling, it is a snapshot. Liquidity, demand, utility, and strategic buy-in are what count. XRP currently possesses all four. This makes this moment more significant than a price chart. It concerns how organizations and developers are starting to view XRP as a necessary piece of infrastructure. The inclusion of government-backed projects and real estate is one of the most obvious indications that XRP is entering a new age. Dubai made the audacious decision to use the XRP ledger rather than Bitcoin for its $16 billion 0 cents tokenized real estate marketplace, PrepCo Mint. Why XRP? Quickness. XRP completes transactions in 3 to 5 seconds, but Bitcoin takes 10 to an hour. And then there's the matter of price. Transaction costs for Bitcoin can be high. Just a fraction of a cent for XRPs. That difference quickly mounts up when you're handling thousands of transactions per day. What about scalability? Unlike Bitcoin, which can only execute 7 transactions per second, XRP can process up to 1,500. Perhaps most importantly though, XRP is much more ecologically friendly. Dubai's long-term goal of sustainable innovation is in line with its energy-efficient consensus process. The action taken by Dubai is not merely symbolic. It demonstrates that organizations now consider XRP to be a viable remedy for financial difficulties. It serves as the basis for new financial infrastructure in addition to being a digital currency. And while all of this is going on in the open, whale buildup is taking place in the background in a very significant way. Whales of cryptocurrency have been busy. More than 880 million XRP coins were taken out of exchanges and moved to private wallets in a single month. This is the typical behavior of whales. Wait for the storm, buy quietly, and hold. With 350 million tokens added in under 30 days, wallets containing 100 million to 1 billion XRP have significantly increased in size. One whale transferred 70 million XRP between anonymous accounts, while another stole 57 million from Bitstamp. These are calculated moves made by astute investors in anticipation of a significant breakout. Why is it important? Because the quantity of coins available is decreased when big holders take them out of exchanges. That puts strain on things. There won't be enough XRP on the open market to satisfy demand when it rises. Explosive rallies occur in this manner. This is a deliberate institutional accumulation plan, not retail FOMO. These whales don't make assumptions. They anticipate something, and they will be the ones grinning at the top if history repeats itself. What do you think? Are you optimistic about XRP, Ripple? Are you prepared for the wave that is forming in the background? Please share your opinions in the comment section below, and keep in mind that this is a data-subvented revolution based on actual events and calculated institutional actions, not just hype. Please remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more in-depth discussions on cryptocurrency, blockchain, and the future of digital finance if you found this video to be helpful. Thank you for viewing. Keep yourself informed, alert, and optimistic till the next time.